Welcome to the 2023 Wiscasset Speedway race season. This LCTV broadcast is brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts Napa and Elevation Station. Coastal Auto Parts Napa, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. We have premium medicinal cannabis and accessories to get you on track. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. All aboard!
Due to the weather today and the extra hour of drying and practice and all that stuff and the fog rolling in, we want to get this show underway. So an abbreviated show open for you. This is Ken. We got the band back together. Matt Fake is back in the building for one night only.
Hello, Kenny. Hello.
And we are ready to go with 4 weekly divisions tonight, starting off with the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis. The Robbins brothers on the front row. Brian Robbins in the 51, Craig Robbins in the 34. Ian Frazier and champion Kyle Willett on row 2. Zach Audette in the 19. Jeff Farrington in the 0. Most recent winner, Jimmy Childs in car number 10. And Larry Melcher in the number 41. Pace car in. We got to get racing. Let's go. Green flag is out. We are off and running. This is one heat race for the Kennebec Equipment Rental Outlaw Minis. This is a 10-lap heat race to go along with their 25-lap feature. Look out, Mikey. Jeff Farrington taking a shortcut through turn 1 and 2. Looks like he's still underway, so we'll hold on to that caution flag. In the meantime, up front, Brian Robbins leading the way. Side by side for second and third. Now Jimmy Childs sneaking in there. Zach Audette as well, a 4-car battle. Childs with a fender underneath Craig Robbins. There goes Larry Melcher down pit road. Jimmy Childs hopped the curb and some contact between he and Craig Robbins, but everything gets sorted out. Childs second now, Audette third. Kyle Willett, the defending champion in the 08, able to get around Craig Robbins and move into fourth. That shuffles the 34 car back into fifth. They'll hit 2 laps to go this time by the stripe. White flag flies one more time around. Now Zach Audette jumps out of line. Look on the outside of Jimmy Childs. Brian Robbins out of shape on the backstretch. Loses it out of turn 2. Childs takes the lead. Not sure if Robbins may have had a tire going down or something, but he loses it again over in 3 and 4.
Nate checks things over from the flag stand. Green is up. We are underway. It is Dinsmore and Murphy down into turn one. Dinsmore on the inside, holding the low line, and he's got Murphy right behind him now. Here comes the 15 of Frank Moulton up into third. Dinsmore holding on to the lead, the 86 of Murphy. Moulton in third, Burgess fourth, and Emerson in the 24 sits in fifth. Battle for that second and third spot now between Burgess and Moulton. Murphy looking to the outside of the 81 as they head down the backstretch. Coming out of turn four, it's still Dinsmore in first, but here comes Murphy up alongside him, door to door as they hit turn one, coming out of turn two. Murphy now down the backstretch, sticks a nose out, and we're going to be halfway this time by. And it's Murphy this time by as he puts that 86 up into first. Now here comes the 47 of Burgess to the outside of the 81, and he takes that second spot away to put Dinsmore back into third. Dinsmore trying to hold off the 15, might not be able to do it though. Up front is still Murphy holding on to the lead. Burgess second. Dinsmore showing in third that time by. Two to go. First and second pretty much figured out. Here comes the battle for third. Moulton showed in third that time by, but he still has to find a way to get out around that 81 to take that spot. And he working on it on the backstretch as they come out of turn four with one lap to go. Murphy first, Burgess sitting in second. There's Moulton now as he gets that 15 out around the 81. Dinsmore fighting back, coming out of four, but Moulton will hold on to that spot. Dinsmore fourth. Jonathan Emerson will finish in fifth. James Doucette in sixth, and Silas Ripley in the 09 will finish in seventh. Green is up. We are underway. The race to the line. Daniel Harding leads them into turn one along with Brent Roy and Alex Waltz. And we got a couple into each other right coming out of turn two. That is, looks like the 8 of Randy Barker and the 61 of Sean Austin. New car.
Yeah, it looks like they tangled over there in turn two and ended up getting Barker turned across the nose of the 61, sending them both up to the wall. Mandatory red flag with the heavy wall contact.
So everyone's going to come to a stop. Make sure everybody's okay.
All right, both drivers up out of the car. Looks like you're okay. Barker took a little extra time to climb out of the 8 car, but will come to the attention of our EMT crew headed up by Tanya Bailey.
All right, we're going to get things back underway. Here they come down the front stretch. And we've got Brent Roy and Daniel Harding. Harding now sticking the nose out of that 38, putting it up clearly into front. Here comes Alex Waltz in the 00 as well alongside the 26, and it's going to put Roy back into third. Brent Roy kind of stuck on the outside there. Here comes Will Collins in the 25. He jumps up into third. Osmond now out past Brent Roy, so Roy is dropped back into fifth place. And a nice, comfortable lead for the guy in the 38, Daniel Harding. Tiger Colby, as we mentioned, new car, just working the car out here, trying to stay out of trouble. Alex Waltz holding on to second, but Will Collins putting a lot of pressure on him as they head down into turns 3 and 4 as we are halfway done. Now on the outside, here comes Osmond. So you guys are going to fight on the inside. I'll go to the outside, see what I can get done. And he's kind of trying to come up door to door with Will Collins in third place. Alex Waltz making that 00 as wide as he can, trying to hold on to that second place finish. Osmond using up all the racetrack he can as he pokes the nose out past the 25 on the backstretch. 2 laps to go this time by Harding with a nice, comfortable lead. Now here comes Osmond, doing it the hard way on the outside. He's past Will Collins. Now he's working on the 00 of Alex Waltz. White flag flies. 1 lap to go for Harding for the win. Let's see what happens for second and third. Brett Osmond actually showed in second that time by, but he has a lot of work to do to get out around that 00. Down the backstretch, pushes that car down into 3 and 4. Yeah, they come out of 4, and Osmond's going to take the second spot. Pace car pulls off. Green getting ready to go up. And the Strictly Streets are underway. Here comes Tapley and Romano. Scott Wiggin in the 26 right there as well, dropping down underneath Romano. Little bump there as well. And we have more contact. Romano spins out in front of the 26 of Wiggin. Matt Cannon to his outside in the 08. Green is up, and we are back in action. Hannon quick on the gas out around the 25 of Tapley. And he's going to put the 08 up into first, Tapley into second. Jeremy Glazer in the 99 on the inside, holding on to third. Here comes the 8X of Romano in fourth. Tapley now getting railroaded. He is back into third, back into fourth as Romano passes him. And here comes Wiggin in the 31. That's going to put the 25. A little contact, actually, between the 31 and the 25. Incidental. Don't think anything meant by it, but the 25 is now back into fifth. Matt Hannon driving out of Washington, your leader coming out of turn 4. Jeremy Glazer in the 99, your second place car. Romano third, Wiggin fourth, Tapley in fifth. Glazer now right on the bumper of the 08 as we hit the halfway point. Gearing up for another one as they head down the backstretch. Shannon trying to keep that car in first place, but he's got a rear view mirror full of the 99 right now. Romano sitting back there waiting to see what happens between those two. Glazer now heading into 3, jumps to the outside. Coming out of 3 and 4, here comes the race to the line. It's going to be Matt Cannon holding on to the top spot with 3 to go. Here's your signal, 2 to go this time. Matt Cannon. That car is about twice as wide as it was when he started the race, holding back Glazier in that 99. Glazier looking to the outside one more time into 3 and 4. The white flag getting ready to fly to signal 1 to go in this one. Cannon holding on to the top spot. Glazier to the outside now in between 1 and 2. Gunning it into 3 and 4, trying to make something happen with just a little bit of time left to go. Here comes the run. Matt Cannon's got enough. He's got to win. The 99 of Glazier second. And Ethan Dinsmore in the 8X finishes in third. Final heat race for the Strictly Street, setting up their 25-lap feature later on tonight. Greens up. We go. Maines and Emerson. Is Zach in that 23 on the outside down the back stretch. Coming out of turn 1 the first time, and Caleb Emerson Maines puts the 4-car down in line. He's going to hold on to that top spot. Zach Emerson in second. Scott Eck in the 27, your 3-car. Followed by Kennedy, Burgess, and McCaig. Young man out of Richmond holding on to that top spot as they head down the back stretch. Setting up the back half of tonight's 25-lap feature for the Portland Glass Strictly Streets. Little action now further back in the field. The 26 has given way. That is Wade Kennedy in the 00X now up into the third spot. Halfway home this time by. And it's Emerson Maines holding on to the top spot. Zach Emerson second. Kennedy finishing running in third. Can't finish halfway through the race. The 34 of Ashton Burgess now up into the fourth spot. And the N40 is sitting in fifth. Kennedy now right up on the 23 of Emerson, looking to the outside. See if he's got enough to get around the 23 as they come out of 2 down the backstretch. Kind of loses a little bit of momentum there. Up front, it's all Maines right now in that 4-car. Kennedy lost a lot of momentum, drops way back. He's door to door, the 34 now. Staring at losing the third spot completely. White flag flies. 1 lap to go for the 4-car. Zach Emerson. Relatively comfortable lead in the 23 for the second spot. And it looks like Burgess in the 34 moving up as they head into 3 and 4 for that third spot. Your winner in the 4 is Caleb Emerson Maine. Zach Emerson second. And the battle for third tightened up at the end. And Wade Kennedy fought back in the 00. Reno and Trask out of 3 and 4 for the first time, and it's going to be Scott Trask in the 99. Reno into second. Witten in the 0 is in third, but they are still shuffling around as they head down the backstretch in lap 2, heading toward the stripe one more time. It is still Trask up front, Reno second, Witten third, Ryan Ripley in the 09 sits in fourth. Here comes the 77 and Nick Reno on the inside. And storms his way in. Here comes the 09 as well. A lot of shuffling in this one early. Here comes Ryan Ripley in the 09 to the outside of Trask. All right, Trask is your leader. Wayne Witten is in second in the 0. Ryan Ripley to his outside trying to get that 09 up into the second spot. Meanwhile, sitting back in fourth right now, it is the 26 of McKee. Adam Chadbourne is your fifth place car. Side by side coming out of turn number 4. Ripley shows us your top car that time by. Still trying to get that 09 out around the 99 to take that spot over. Trask fighting back on the inside. Just a little bit of contact. But Ripley has the lead with 2 to go. Wayne Witten Jr. in the 0 sits in third. 1 lap to go. Chadbourne looking to get the number 1 up into fourth in this heat race. But right now, up front in the 09, it's all about Ryan Ripley, and he's going to pick up a win. Trask second, Witten third. Chadbourne will finish in fourth, followed by McKee, Reno, Cleves, and Phillips.
Pace car is in. We'll turn to the attention of flagman Nate Sennett.
All right, Willett and Robbins in the 34 down at the front stretch. And Willett and the little wide 08 pokes out into front as they head down the backstretch. Robbins right behind him. Here comes Zach Audette on the inside in the 19. That's your top 3 as they cross the line for the first time. Jimmy Child's not letting him get too far ahead, though. In that 10, he sits in fourth place. Your fifth place car is the 34 of Craig Robbins. Kyle Willett in the 08. He is your leader. Zach Audette. It looked like he got a little loose there getting into turn 3 and 4. Maybe a little contact with the 51 as flagman Nate Sennett gives him a little talking to as he goes by. As the 19 looking to get out around that 51 for that second place. But right now it's Kyle Willett up front. Picking him up, putting him down, building himself up a pretty good lead as he heads down the backstretch. And he continues to lead as they cross the stripe. Zach Audette now around the 51 takes away that spot. We have one car, that is the 16 of Ian Frazier heading down into the pits. Lost speed back on the backstretch. So your leader continues to be Willett in the 08. Zach Audette is in second in the 19. Robbins holding on to that third spot, but he might not hold it for long. Here comes Jimmy Childs in the 10. He wants to break into the top 3. Contact between the 10 and the 51. Hard contact. And someone didn't like his brother running into him. So, contact between the 10 and the 31, or the 51, sorry, of Brian Robbins. Then Robbins into the wall.
And I know we have fans of certain drivers on either side, but let's be responsible adults. Remember, there's kids here. We don't need any unnecessary language. And we obviously don't want anybody getting hurt. So let's hold our comments, please, until we make sure all of our drivers are okay. Thank you. All right, initial report from our crew over there on the backstretch in turn 3. Driver is alert, talking to the EMT's medical crew. Obviously got the wind knocked out of him.
Don't forget, folks, as we wait here, remind you, if you ever have any questions about Wiscasset Speedway as far as scheduling or anything like that, go to wiscassetspeedway.com.
All right, folks. I had to step away from the mic there for a minute, just working with the powers that be here, and an audible has been called, and the Outlaw Minis, unfortunately, are being parked for the rest of the night. So they won't play nice, so they won't get the privileges to play in the sandbox the rest of the night tonight. So we apologize for that. Late models are they're working on finishing the lineup of that right now. So the track crew will continue their work on this Pro Body Works cleanup over there in turn 3 and 4, and also taking care of hooking up both the 10 of Jimmy Childs and the 34 of Craig Robbins. Pace car taking the turn in, and Nate Sennett ready to turn him loose.
Murphy and Burgess in the front row down front stretch into 1 and 2 for the first time. Door to door as they head down the back stretch. Everybody staying in line. Murphy, though, pushes that nose out a little bit. Things closing up a little bit as they come out of turn 4. Here comes the 15 of Frank Moulton on the inside of the 47. Wants that second spot early. James Doucette sitting in 4th right now, working his way up toward the front. Jonathan Emerson in the 24 to his inside, coming out of turn 2. 3 wide down the backstretch into 3. Up front, it's still Murphy with the lead. Burgess trying to hold on to that second spot, but here comes Frank Moulton out of the inside. A little squirrely there from Moulton coming out of turn 4. Holds his line, keeps momentum, he stays in 3rd. Jonathan Emerson is your 4th place car. Silas Ripley sits in 5th. Daniel Harding, winner of the second heat race. He is your 6th place car right now with Alex Waltz 7th. Brett Osmond in the 8th spot, followed by Brent Roy and your point leader, Will Collins. Good battle between Moulton and Burgess for that second spot. Now contact heading into turn 1. I believe that was the 28 and the 61, but everyone keeps going. Tough day for that 61. Now we have a caution.
Yeah, 2 cars together over here in turn 4. The 78 of Tiger Colby and the 00 of Alex Waltz tangling. They'll bring out the first caution of the race with 9 laps complete. Colby able to drive away. Little bit of cosmetic damage on the left front. So they'll go to the attention of Chris Burgess and Frank Moulton on this restart. Everybody even up down through turn 2. Burgess and Moulton remain side by side. Harding and Emerson right behind them. Burgess takes the lead for himself now. Moulton second. Looks like Harding trying to settle into third, but Emerson holds the inside lane. Ray Dinsmore heading down pit road in the 81. He'll call it an early race. Everybody chasing the 47 of Chris Burgess. Chris was a winner of the late model Dash for Cash a couple years ago. Believe still in search of his first career win. Brett Osmond again making that outside lane work in that 05. Osmond is now up to 4th. 3 wide into turn 1. That's going to be tight. Emerson caught in the middle. Silas Ripley able to squeeze by. The guy who paid the price on that one, the 61 of Sean Austin. Actually, it ends up being the 24 of Jonathan Emerson and ends up cutting a tire and heads down pit road. Looks like Sean Austin ready to call it a race as well. Been a tough debut for him in the 61. In the meantime, up front, half straightaway lead now for Chris Burgess. Frank Moulton holding off Daniel Harding and Brett Osmond for the second spot. Daniel Harding gives up the bottom, and here comes the 05. Brett Osmond was up to his door, but Harding tried to pull down on him. Now the 2 cars are locked together. Ready to try it again. Green flag is out. Ripley trying to get down in front of Collins. Looks like he'll manage to do it halfway. Moulton is back out on the track, but he'll end up losing a lap. David Getchell spinning on the front stretch. Can't get it started up, so that'll bring out the third caution. Burgess and Ripley front row. Collins and Waltz on row 2. Once again, Burgess shakes off the challenge from the 09. Collins is going to try to stay right there, tucked in the tire tracks of the 47. Looks like Getchell still may have problems in that 88. Some contact into turn one between Murphy in the 86 and Ripley in the 09. They settle it back down. Looks like Getchell's going to call it a race. He's starting to slow down to the top of 3 and 4. Make it 25 complete this time by the line. 15 to go. Had a good battle going on there for a while back there for the 6th position between Brent Roy and Daniel Harding. Harding finally able to race his way out around the 26. Chris Burgess has built up his lead over the 25 of Will Collins. Now it's up over a second, the interval to nearly full half a straightaway. Closest battle for a podium spot there in 3rd between Pat Murphy and Silas Ripley. As the laps are winding down, they'll get 10 laps to go next time by the stripe. The interval now up to a 2.5 seconds for Chris Burgess. Full straightaway and continuing to pull away. Burgess, the fastest car on the track right now. Burgess still 2 or 3 tenths faster than the field. Wants to make this one a no-doubter to try to nail down his first career points win. Inside the final 5. Only position left to sort out is that 3rd place spot between Silas Ripley and Pat Murphy. Ripley with a nose underneath as they get over to turn 1. This time by the stripe, 2 laps to go for Chris Burgess. Caution for a spin over there at the bottom of turn number 3. That is the 28 of James Doucette. All right, pace car in once again. Burgess and Collins will go head-to-head on this restart. Collins got a really good jump. Silas got a jump too. He jumped over the curbing. The kid got a little over anxious, ends up parking it up in turn 2. This time Burgess up to the challenge, shakes off the 25, but Collins rebounds nicely, pulls up alongside as they come to the white flag, this time by. It's Collins at the stripe by 54 100ths of a second. They'll go heads up down into 3 and 4 for one final time. Checkered flag is ready. Is it Collins? Is it Burgess?
Cross the finish line and get into the winner's circle with Elevation Station, your one stop for all your medicinal cannabis needs. Medical cards are available on site with same-day service, so roll out to the station in Jefferson, Maine today. Elevation Station, all aboard!
Auto Parts Napa. Owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com. Elevation.
Let's send out some congratulations down to Victory Lane. Your top 3 first podium finish for the number 86, Pat Murphy, bringing it home in 3rd in the 86. Then comes the number 25 out of Will Collins out of Waldoboro, picking up the runner-up finish as your point leader. Another good night for him. And this guy down in Victory Lane holding that checkered flag, his first career points victory tonight. A nice round of applause for Chris Burgess with a no-doubter tonight in the number 47. Congratulations.
All right, back in, and Jeremy Glazer ready to go. Green is up. We're underway. And with a good jump coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Glazer on the outside. He's going to dump that in and take that second spot away with Ethan Dinsmore in the 8X in 3rd. Chuck Wagstaff and Landon Tapley, they make up your top 5. 25 laps for the Strictly Streets this evening. Glazer looking to the outside of Mac Hannon as they come out of turn number 4. Hannon on the gas. He's going to hold on to the lead, but Glazer, a good run on the outside as they head into 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Dinsmore sits in 3rd place in the 8X. Hannon still holding on to that lead, but it's getting tighter and tighter every time by. Glazer in that 99, giving him a lot of push. See who holds the lead this time by early on. It's going to be Glazer sticking the nose of that 99 out front, showing as the leader, but he's still got some work to do to get around that 08. Your 4th place car is a 31 of Chuck Wagstaff. Brandon Tapley holding on to that 5th spot. Meanwhile, the 78 of Brady Romano, he is going to head down into the pits. Glazer nice and comfortable out front now with Mac Hannon sitting in 2nd, and some trouble for Dinsmore in the 8X. He loose, I guess. Got a little squirrely coming out of turn 2. Seems like he's getting back up to speed okay. But he is going to drop back into at least 5th or 6th. Little contact there down the front stretch between the 34 and the 8X. Nobody gets dumped. They keep on going. Up front, it is Glazer. Jeremy Glazer in the 99. He is your leader. Mac Hannon in the 08 second. Chuck Wagstaff sits in third. Zach Emerson in the 23 has gotten up into fourth place now. Still got some work to do if he wants to catch the 31 to get up to a podium. He's being hounded by the 34 of Ashton Burgess. Trouble for the 27. That's Scott Eck. He heads down into the pits as the yellow comes out. I think Dinsmore having trouble in the 8X, I believe. 31 of Wagstaff will start inside on the second row with Zach Emerson in the 23 up into fourth. Nate says we're good. Green is up. We're back underway. Mac Hannon on the gas into 1 and 2. Glazier fights back and gets that 99 right back out into front. Mac Hannon settles down into second place. Battle between Wagstaff and Zach Emerson for third. They're door-to-door in 1 and 2. Halfway this time by. Halfway. And Wagstaff goes sideways down front stretch and into the infield. He will come to a stop. To see what happens here, if they're going to keep going. It looks like we will keep going. Wagstaff does have that car going, so he looks like he's going to try to get back onto the track. That puts Zach Emerson up into third, but here comes Ashton Burgess to his outside now. Emerson trying to hold on to that podium finish. Caleb Emerson Maines in the 4 car. That little bunch right there for 3, 4, and 5. There goes Burgess now to the outside, dumping into turn 3 and 4, trying to get that 34 car out around Emerson. He does, and then he clips the front end of the 23, and he goes sideways onto the infield. To see if he's able to keep that thing going. I think he thought he had cleared the 23 and just didn't make it enough. And that's going to bring out a yellow. Looked like Zach was holding his line okay, and then it's like the 34 thought he had just a little more room than he thought. Here we go, back underway. Mac Hannon in the 08. Glazier in the 99. There's Kennedy in the 00X. He is making a push to the outside. And watch them as they come out of turn 4. See who ends up where. Glazier does hold on to the lead. Mac Hannon in second. Caleb Emerson Maines up into third with Kennedy fourth. And McKeague is in fifth. Portland Glass, Strictly Streets, battling it out with 6 to go as they cross the stripe this time by. Glazier trying to get away from everyone else as far as he can, let them bang around all they want. Mac Hannon still holding on to that second spot, doing a good job holding off Caleb Emerson Maines in the 4. McKeague looked like he had just a little bit of a glimpse of the inside on the 00, but not able to stick the nose down there to take advantage of it. He will jump back in line in the 5th spot. 2, 3, 4, 5, and make it 6. Here comes Wagstaff. That is the big group there, well behind your leader, Jeremy Glazier. Two to go this time by. 2 laps to go to wrap up this one for the Strictly Streets. Jeremy Glazier, glad to see those 2 flags being held up. Good, solid racing there between that big group behind the leader. Racing hard without wrecking each other. 1 to go this time by. Mac Hannon trying to hold off Caleb Emerson Maines for that second finish. Here comes Glazier coming out of turn 4. He's your winner. Here comes Hannon and Caleb Emerson Maines. That is your top 3.
So once again, we'll send out some congratulations down in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. 3rd place tonight going to the number 4 out of Richmond. Caleb Emerson Maines brings it home in 3rd. 2nd place will go to Mac Hannon Jr. in the 08. And as I said, picking up his first win here at Wiscasset Speedway in 14 years, Jeremy Glazier is your feature winner. Thanks again to the entire crew here for helping to put this whole thing together each and every week for you. Takes a lot of people behind the scenes to bring you this show each and every week, and we appreciate their help. We are off and running, and Ryan Ripley shot out of a cannon, already a couple car lengths up on the field, letting Witten and Trask sort it out for second. Ryan Ripley with a rare opportunity to start up front with just 1 heat race, and he had finished out of the running last time a couple weeks ago in that shortened race we had. Wayne Witten now holding down second. Things getting sorted out now with the 99 of Scott Trask holding third. Reno fourth, and here comes Adam Chadbourne up the outside rail. He will crack the top 5 as he goes around Faith Cleaves. Contact between Cleaves and Nick Reno on the backstretch out of turn 2. Still a 3-car battle back there from 6th position back. Faith Cleaves, Garrett McKee, and Nick Reno all locked in tight in a battle. Now Steve Reno's got company as Adam Chadbourne pulls up alongside. Nick Reno kind of jammed in there behind Cleaves. She ends up spinning over in turn 3. Ends up stopping there at the bottom of the track in turn 4. Ripley back in charge, looking for his second win of the season. Wayne Witten looking to match a career best here at Wiscasset in second. Little tangle back there in turn 3 and 4. Big wad of cars back there from third position back. Scott Trask has got it. That is Steve Reno on the outside. Adam Chadbourne waits behind in fifth. Steve Reno got sideways out of turn 2, had to get out of the gas. Things start to shake out. Scott Trask will take the third spot. The handle really going away on that 7 car of Steve Reno. Nearly gets the backstretch wall. That clears the outside lane for Adam Chadbourne. Patience paying off for the 4-time champion. Will hit the halfway marker this time by the stripe. 15 down, 15 to go. In the clear now, the 1 car of Adam Chadbourne. Looking to chase down the 0 of Wayne Witten Jr. Wayne with his best run of the season, holding down second between a couple of the top dogs in the class. Scott Trask still in the mix where all the action is. Trask holding fourth now. He's got Garrett McKee and Nick Reno behind him. They make some contact in turn 4. Looks like something might have broke on the 26. Looks like something might have broke on the 26. I don't know if that was from the contact with Reno or maybe that caused the contact with Reno. Some pretty solid contact on the front stretch. Steve Reno jacking up the 99 of Scott Trask. Once again, Ripley in charge. Witten got a good run in the 0. Adam Chadbourne's going to make him earn it. Chadbourne stalking the 0 car there in third. Steve Reno loops it here on the front stretch. Able to get it started up. Reno able to pull away so he can stay under green. This time by 5 laps to go. Adam Chadbourne now setting up on the outside of Wayne Witten. Time's running out for Chadbourne to try to advance one more spot. Little bit of contact over in turn 4. Chadbourne got loose coming out of turn 4, ended up leaning on the 0. This time by 2 laps to go. Ripley in charge of this one. The race is for second and third. White Laundry is out. 1 more lap to go. Ryan Ripley, 2 more turns to seal the deal in his second win of the season. Ripley will get the win. Wayne Whitten second. Adam Chadbourne will take third. Close behind is the 77 of Nick Reno in fourth. Scott Trask in fifth. So one final time, we'll send out some congratulations to Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. We'll try to work on the interviews next time and a little bit better weather. We can handle those things down there. But third place going to your reigning modified champion. That is Adam Chadbourne coming home in the third spot. Nice job from the gentleman in the 0, picking up a career best runner-up finish here at Wiscasset Speedway. That is Wayne Whitten Jr. in the 0, his best run of the season. And picking up his second win of 2023 in the 09, Ryan Ripley is your feature winner. So they will wrap up things in Victory Lane one final time, and we want to thank you guys for coming. Don't forget, next Saturday night we'll be back here for Group 1 Fan Appreciation Night. All the details and race day schedule will be on our website, wiscassetspeedway.com. And for those who said we wouldn't be able to get the show in tonight, there we did. So thank you, Matt. Hey, it was great to have the band back together for one night.
It was nice to be here.
We're going to do this again.
Yeah. You know my phone number now, so call.
Yeah.
Don't ignore me anymore.
I'll visit you in jail once in a while.
Yeah, thank you. This is the best work release job I've ever had.
Coastal Auto Parts Napa. Owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. We have premium medicinal cannabis and accessories to get you on track. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. All aboard!